Hello and welcome to another edition of Grandstanders Live. I'm your host, Scott Kerman, and I'm joined by my usual cohorts, the Professor Russ Stevens and Uncle Joe McLaughlin. Well, JP's first son, Tim Hoey, will be joining us any second. His nephew is playing in this high school Super Bowl for Cohasset, and apparently, with about a minute and a half left, had a 35-yard run to put Cohasset up. So there you go. The Hoeys.
Amazing.
I don't know what this community would do without the Hoeys.
Yep.
They're the anchor, they're the foundation of all of us. All right. Well, we start our show, fellas. The Patriots, nobody could have predicted this. There's not one person in who knows football who would have said that the New England Patriots would have the best record in football right now and would be 11-2. We always start with Russell. Russell, how do you can you other than the Paul Pierce, Garnett, Allen 7-8 year, where they went from uh, the bottom to the top and won a championship. Can you remember, and forgetting about the impossible dream for a moment, can you remember in modern sports history, Boston sports history, a team that would our team that was so bad and being so good the next year?
Um, I would
13.
want to check on what the 2012 Red Sox did because I
Yeah, I think
believe
did
they
they go
were
from worst to first?
I believe they were pretty bad. They
Obviously,
finished
Larry
I
in
Bird
know
last
they
era
were in
too.
last
Larry
place,
they
and
Bird, they
then
went
finished
from 60.
in 2012 they were 69 and 93 and they were
Mm,
last in the division and then they won the World Series the next year.
yeah.
That's
right, but
pretty
they
big.
had foundational players. This team,
Mm,
this
Well,
kinda. I
Paul
mean,
Pierce is kind of a foundational player too. So
I don't know. I mean, it's right up there, but
yeah,
football with the look, the Commanders did it last year,
yeah.
right? I mean, it's with their 17 games, you get a great quarterback, great quarterback play in a year, you get some free agents, you can win 11, 12 games, but if they win 13 or 14, like that's crazy.
yeah.
Plus, you have a last place schedule. I mean, I'm not trying to rain on their parade, but you have the one of the worst schedules in the history of the National Football League that we're benefiting from, which is fine.
No, but right, but no, but first of all, the league is watered down right now, and you don't have a great team to even play. They beat the Bills. The Bills are still a top
Uh,
AFC team.
Scotty, I give you all of that. Every single statistic shows that the Patriots have had one of the easiest schedules in
Oh no,
NFL history.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
okay. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean,
embrace it. It's good. It's giving them a wonderful
exactly,
record.
no, but you play your
exactly.
schedule. No, right. But I've always been a thing. Look, the Patriots of the Brady era, they got so many. They got so lucky and didn't face a lot of top teams in those
Yeah,
playoffs. And for I remember Denver one
because they
year.
got buys. They got buys, and
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
the whole thing comes down to getting a buy.
So yeah,
having a good schedule. The Patriots getting a bye was tough because they were playing a first place schedule.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, look, I think it's been very difficult for the Patriots for all playing 13 straight weeks in a row. I mean, I think that they got the short end of that stick, and I think that 2 weeks ago it cost them, right, Joe? I mean, it cost them all of a sudden. They one game they got a ton of injuries.
Oh, okay, Cincinnati. Yeah, it's one of those things. They were due for a stinker, and they haven't had a real stinker, but they've been exceptionally healthy too.
No, they've had
And
some stinker games, Russell. They've won them.
They've won them. I mean, they've had games where they could have lost that Atlanta game. They could have lost the
yeah,
Cincinnati game. But it speaks a lot to how well prepared they are to play these games, how much discipline they play with. They fight hard. They came out on Monday night and did the opposite of what you would expect going into a bye week. They came out and were just looking to hit first and ask questions later.
Oh my God. I don't know if I remember a team in the recent Patriots history defense that was hitting that hard.
well, that chase on hit to to knock him out of bounds
No,
was
Ellis, that was
That was
Christian
Ellis who
yeah,
Ellis.
did that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He just came. He was in the middle of the field, and he just came like a bullet. Just nailed him.
I've watched that play, what, 15, 20 times probably?
Uh,
Oh, he smoked him into
He had the
3.
angular pursuit from the middle of the field. He was making that play.
Well, I don't know what Ellis was on, but I hope he takes it every week because he was incredible. I mean, he was like Dick Butkus and Singletary
Oh,
all
and then
at
our
once.
poor Gunner, he stood him up and knocked him cold.
Oh, I thought they were very negligent. I don't know about you guys. The way they were just running him off the field, that guy was in really rough shape. They,
Yeah,
they
they
did
were.
not take care of him. He should have been carted away in an ambulance.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, Timmy's waiting to get
Oh, okay,
in.
here we go. Yeah. But yeah, again, Ellis was fantastic, and that was
Oh,
a weird re-signing of Ellis. A lot of people were questioning it because they gave him big bucks. Timmy, did Cohasset win?
They did. He had a 37-yard run to win it for them.
Wow.
He's unbelievable. Gus Green out of Cohasset, the kid. So over the summer, he went from 170 to 205. He put on 35 pounds of muscle.
Wow.
So I think he made every tackle on defense and every run on offense. He's unbelievable, man. Yeah, he's going to Gettysburg to play lacrosse.
Oh, wow.
But
Nice,
he could
right?
definitely play college. But 205 won't get you far as a linebacker in college.
No, get you killed.
Or a running back. I mean,
Well, Timmy, we're talking about the Patriots and
what a game!
the way the defense hit on Monday night. That was.
How about when you have the end knocked off your helmet? I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Poor Gunner. I mean,
Gunner looked as rough a shape as I've seen a guy in a long time. I mean, I don't know.
So sometimes when I'm watching those games, I'll go into the other team's fan chat. You know what I mean? And they were just calling the Patriots filthy for all these head hits they were doing. I mean, if it's legal on a ball carrier, I mean, I don't think he's aiming for the head. The head just happens to be where he's aiming. You know what I mean?
Well, look, I think the defense. I mean, obviously Milton Williams has been out, but I think overall, Russell, the defense has been pretty healthy.
Yeah, for sure. That's been I mean, the team's been healthy other than Williams and the two offensive linemen. Pretty much everyone else has been playing week to week. So Tonga didn't play. I was surprised. But look, what the perfect situation was, you'd go in, you rest Tonga, you get another week of Williams, the linemen get a week off, and you still win a game. It's
Yeah,
perfect,
right.
right?
And Joe, that's what when you talk about the week schedule, that kind of affords you that ability to rest some guys because you say we got this.
Yeah, we got that mini bye late in the season too after the Thursday night game. So we got they're getting a couple of rest periods right here at a nice time. This is the latest you can possibly have a bye. And
doesn't it seem like it's the perfect week to have a bye now for this team?
Oh yeah,
they needed it. That's for sure.
Yeah, they encountered their first injuries, and they've been blessed. I must say, since Gonzalez has been back, it was almost perfect for the defense until Williams went down.
Now first of all, we'll talk about the Mayessiah. Timmy, look at Joe's wearing the Mayessiah shirt. He looks good, doesn't he?
It'll be like the UPS guy coming to be like Christmas came early to Tim Hoey. You know what I mean?
I warn you, Tim, it takes 3 weeks for it to come.
Well, they're going to get their act together better than that. I mean,
I want to know who they're shipping.
The company you're dealing with doesn't have anything to do with the T-shirts or the shipping. It's a third party that makes the T-shirts and a fourth party that does the shipping and stuff.
Is this guy shipping and handling? Is he related to that FICA guy? I mean,
yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I know they charge you $7 to ship it for 3 weeks.
Well, it's well worth it. I mean, he is the Messiah.
Oh, well worth.
Well, I tell you,
Scotty, credit where credit's due.
What color did you get, Tim?
I didn't know I had a choice of colors. I just clicked on it and I didn't even notice. I just
there's like 10 different colors, anyways, or a dozen.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I just clicked whatever the game. Scotty, I got to give you credit, man. You called it. Russ, I thought you were on the fence with me too, like Missouri, the show me state. I was like,
you were on the fence for the whole team, Tim.
And this guy too, May. I was like, hey, show me some results and I'll jump on the bandwagon. Man, he couldn't be playing any better. I mean,
Oh,
throws the deep ball better. Has a better deep ball than Brady. I'll give him that. He's more athletic than Brady. I mean,
the thing about him, and Russell, the thing about him is that he doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, I mean, the guy probably who I respect the most in town, Greg Bedard, he really, watches a lot of film and everything, says, just he makes a mistake and the next week it's corrected, and he's never seen anything like it out of a quarterback. Just uh, just ability to adjust to what he's seeing on the defense and learn from the mistakes is at an all-time high. I mean, you don't get to be this good this fast without learning from your mistakes because he made plenty of them last year. I mean, plenty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But guys, he's taking coaching very well, obviously, right, Joseph?
Yeah. But Vrabel's taken him under his wing, and Drake, to his credit, has done everything that Vrabel has asked.
The
it's
thing,
kind of the perfect storm coaching wise. I mean, Vrabel brings that attitude and that swag, and then you got the technical aspect with Josh Daniels teaching them. It's a nice combination, I think.
yeah, McDaniels has been so good for May. I mean, it's pretty clear, and they're getting along. The thing I like, so many things about the Mayessiah, but he's not getting hit big when he run. He's running out of bounds. He's throwing the ball. He's getting rid of the ball if he has to. He understands now that there's no one play that's more important than his health.
Speaking of that, did you already talk about the hit on the Giants quarterback?
Yeah, yeah.
Jackson, yeah.
The helicopter turned into a human helicopter.
Oh my God.
I love that sideline angle where they just show his feet going by like that.
Looking like Superman as he's going through the air.
Goodness. I give the guy credit for trying to get the first job, but my God, what a hit.
Well, that just shows you in sports, if you have an injury and the other team knows it, they're going after it. They were headhunting him all game. They wanted him out of the game.
Poor kid. He's
Well, I mean, look, the Giants, if you watched Hard Knocks, that series where the GM had Wolf on the phone and
trying to get May. Yeah.
He clearly Wolf had, if you offer me X and Y and Z, I'll do it. And the guy wouldn't be willing to, wasn't willing to pull the trigger on it.
Wait, say that again. Are we talking about when May got drafted?
No, yeah. So there's a conversation on Hard Knocks with the where the Giants GM is talking to Wolf.
When?
This is
before the draft. Before he was drafted, Tim.
Before May got drafted.
Yeah, they love May. They loved him.
Remember, the Giants were like 5 or 6 in the draft that year, and they tried to move up.
And we were
third. And the GM wasn't willing to go further as far as picks go because Wolf did have a number. It was pretty clear if Wolf was having conversations that if you, if Wolf said I want 1, that they would have done it. They would have gone down, but he wasn't.
So what did Wolf want?
I don't know. Russell,
I think he wanted 3 number ones.
3 number ones to move from 5 to 3.
From 5, 3 number ones to move down 2 spots.
But it was pretty clear, right, Russell? There was that Wolf would be not only willing.
I didn't see it. I only read accounts of it, so I didn't see it live. But I mean, if they had done it, they would have ended up. There was a lot of rumors that the Patriots liked, that Wolf liked J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
And so it's possible they would have picked J.J. McCarthy there, and that would have been a freaking disaster right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Imagine.
Oh,
that guy can't play.
No. I know. Well, you liked him because he's J.J. McCarthy, and that's his name. I understand.
I just liked him, man. I thought he was the ballsy college quarterback.
Can't play.
Well, they Minnesota really screwed up sort of
yeah.
the Jets. Everyone has misconstrued the
It's
talent
such,
of
it's
Sam
such a
Darnold.
crapshoot. The kid a few years ago I had as the greatest thing since
Trevor
sliced bread.
Lawrence, yeah. But
Trevor
he's not
Lawrence,
quite
Lawrence,
he's
that.
having a good year this
he-
year.
He's
but I mean, I wonder what he would have been with the Josh McDaniels in a, you know, guiding him. I don't know.
But to me, his
This-
story may not be completely written yet. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of talent and he's playing
He
fairly well. The
does.
Jaguars aren't bad.
Trevor Lawrence stinks.
Oh,
He
Oh,
Hey,
stinks.
Mr. Negative tonight.
I
He
know.
stinks. No, I'm not negative. What
it's
do
the
you mean?
Canton coming out. It was the Canton. Here comes
That
the
was a
Canton now.
positive response.
Trevor Lawrence stinks. Like I mean, he's nowhere near how he was supposed to be. I mean, he's a huge
Yeah.
Timmy. I
agree.
was with you. I was like, Trevor Lawrence is going to be the best drafted quarterback since Andrew Luck. He looked like he had everything. But you watch him play football, he doesn't look like a football player.
He's not the same style as Peyton Manning. But if you would ask me, would this guy reach Peyton Manning level? I would have said yes in a heartbeat. Like
Yeah.
he was as can't miss a kid as I had
was.
seen years.
We had all
Like-
the measurables.
Oh yeah, he was so dominant in college, right from a freshman. As a freshman, he was dominant.
They're paying
Yeah,
him.
it seemed
They're
like
paying
he-
him like $40 million to be mediocre. That's
That's
terrible. Terrible.
Well,
Oof.
Bobby K better get his checkbook ready because they're going to be paying the Mayessiah like $70 million. I mean, he's going to be the highest paid player in the NFL once he's at that very moment. Is there
Probably.
no
After
question
the
about
fifth
that?
year, yeah.
Yeah.
It shows you what a crapshoot these quarterbacks are coming out of college. Because if you told me Trevor Lawrence, I would have bet everything.
But
That
you
he was
look
gonna
at
be a
that
star.
that draft that Drake May was in. Everyone except for J.J. McCarthy is coming up pretty good.
Yeah,
Williams is doing well.
Bo Nix.
Daniels has been hurt all year, but he did well last year. Drake May,
Penix,
MVP,
good.
Penix,
Yeah.
Knicks. I mean, there was a lot of guys in that
Pretty
draft.
good group,
They're almost all five of them in the top 10 of the.
Yeah, we've had years where all five have been busts.
Right.
Well, we debated about the Jaden Daniels, Mayessiah, and I think what was pretty clear, and it's now happening already in year two, is that Jaden Daniels physically was not prepared to play in the NFL.
Right.
Well, we saw RG3, that was not a sustainable model for a quarterback. That, Michael Vick got away with it for a while, but he eventually got hurt. And then RG3 was like the second coming of Christ himself, and he got hurt. And then the kid from Baltimore kind of made us forget about that because he stayed
Right.
healthy for a while, right? So we said, oh, maybe we were wrong. Maybe it is sustainable to have a super fast running quarterback, but maybe it's not now. It's
No, but the
looking like
difference between but Jaden Daniels is too skinny. I mean, this guy is just
Yeah.
Vic was a solid guy, and I think of like Randall Cunningham too, was a really big guy. And he was a big running quarterback also. But this Daniels, I mean, he's probably under 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Drake
Everyone
May's
was
got 3 inches on him too, to boot.
everyone was spouting around like how Jaden Daniels was not RG3. It wasn't going to be RG3. And I'm like, it looks a lot like RG3 to me right now.
with the Washington uniform.
Who was it? Did Shanahan that ran him into the ground?
Oh my God, that
My
was
God.
criminal. It's criminal what he did.
Russell,
to him.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the word criminal.
Criminal. That was
That
horrible.
was-
He could
He
barely
was-
walk, and he kept
he
putting
could
him out there.
Really walk, and they kept putting him out there.
Yeah.
That
That's
one
what-
game, it destroyed him.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, look, May he's out of central casting physically, and I talk about his pedigree every week, but he's physically the perfect size quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to he'll put some weight on. I mean, he could stand to be 10, 15 pounds heavier. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at him, he's still a little, he looks like a 22-year-old. When he's 25, he'll look different.
Yeah, he'll look like Josh Allen.
Right.
Yeah.
Put that Tim Hoey muscle on him.
What can the Mayessiah improve upon? What weaknesses do you guys see in his game still? Which, I mean, of course there are weaknesses. I mean, we can't think that,
Well, I mean, it's probably a team weakness, but we've seen him not do as well down in the red zone deep.
right.
And part of that might be they're not calling running plays for him yet because they might. But he missed, like he had Henderson for a touchdown the other night, and he threw it behind him. He would have gone in.
Yeah.
Had he let him, he'd have been in. He missed Henry on one. I mean, every week he's part of the problem in the red zone. So I'd say, yeah,
Henry
red
dropped
zone.
that ball.
Well,
Henry
the problem seems to be not when you're in the red zone 20-10, he's all right. Get inside the 10 and it's a failure.
Yeah, I totally
Well,
agree.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's him, it's the team. The team.
But he has messed up some. He's part of he's
Yeah.
messed up
Yeah,
some
he's
plays in the
part
red
of
zone.
those 11 guys on the
You know,
field.
when they
But
get inside the 5, I have no faith that they're moving the ball.
Yeah,
Zero.
I mean, against Cincinnati, there was a play. There was like a run pass option where if he kept the ball, he'd have walked into the end zone and he handed it off, and they got a yard. So
Yeah.
he's got to fine tune that. That's one thing.
Yeah, and he's a terrible quarterback sneaker, and we know in the
Yes,
current NFL that's
yes,
very important. I mean, the
it
whole
is.
tush push and all that stuff. This is really important because a lot of drives are dying at the vine at the 3rd and 1, become 4th and 1.
Yeah. All you got to do is fall forward. If you got the ball and you're the quarterback, just find an opening and fall forward. And
if I'm Vrabel for the next 10 days, all I'm working about on is plays that can get me 2 yards no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's Josh McDaniels is going to have to figure it out. He's going to have to figure out, call new plays, do something because I did the worst, Joe, in the NFL in the red zone.
Before the Cincinnati game, they were the worst on both offense and on defense. They're dead. I know they're dead last. They're 32nd.
Yeah.
Every time a team has been in the in goal to go, they've scored a touchdown. Every team all year long.
If we fail, meaning, my guess is it's going to be because we can't run the ball, and specifically we can't run the ball on goal to go, 3rd and short. Like we cannot get 3 hard yards to save our life on the ground.
No,
we can't.
Yeah, you have to widen the horizons instead of trying to run off between the guard and the tackle. Maybe we go around the end when everyone's pitched in. Go around the end.
What was that running back we had for our first Super Bowl?
Smith, Antoine Smith.
He, no matter what happened, he got 3 yards.
he was so good. Oh my God, we would win a Super Bowl if he was right now there.
Not 3.5 yards.
Oh,
Corey Dillon.
What happened?
Corey Dillon.
Oh, that Blunt.
Garrett Blunt.
I remember when we got Antoine Smith. I said, 3rd and 2, it's an automatic first down with Antoine Smith. We are far. We're far from that right now.
We don't have any we don't have any maulers on that offensive line. That they're decent pass blockers, but as Joe will tell us, there's no one there who mauls anybody on the run blocking.
Yeah. Well, Moses can be good out there on the right side, but he hasn't been he's been injured the last couple of weeks, so.
Okay, well, I was wrong about Henderson. All right, I will make culpa. I just thought he looked like a complete bust. But he's week in and week out now. He's much better running back. I mean, and the guy looks like he has great potential moving forward.
He was just named the Rookie of the Month, Offensive Rookie of the Month for last month.
So is he the answer to the red zone?
No.
I don't think he's big enough.
I don't think
guy.
I see him. I mean, you get him outside a tackle, he's great, but you put inside the tackles, he just seems to keep running into blockers. I've never seen a guy run straight into a blocker as often as Trevion Henderson.
I know.
No, that's why I was questioning him. I know. And then
How about that 60-yard run he did right off guard?
Yeah,
right
after space. You give him a little space and he's going to take off. His speed is incredible, but he's not really shifty. He's like, give him some space and he's like shot out of a cannon, but he's not going to run over anybody. He's not going to do that elusive side to side stuff. He's got like a limited skill set. It seems like he's like pure speed. You know.
Can we win a Super Bowl with Stevenson as our number one running back?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Again, I'm not. At least he stopped fumbling.
But he's not a threat anymore, man. Remember, he was like a good running back for a while there. He just looks like a below average running back right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, again, I don't know what Jennings I kind of like a little bit, and Jennings had a nice run to start the game off in the kickoff. He's a big kid. I wouldn't be surprised to see more.
You would never describe him as elusive, though.
No, but he's a big
his
kid.
size
He
can
was
run
Antoine
people
Smith,
over.
like Timmy was saying, Joe. Just like Antoine, he has that frame.
Yeah. Well, if the line can give you a crack, and all you got to do is fall forward for 3 yards, right?
Yeah.
That's all you have to do is fall
Some
forward.
guys just have that knack for it. I mean, a lot of it's physicality, but some guys just have the knack.
Okay.
I would say
Tom Brady could get you that yard no matter what, how you needed it.
I would say in free agency or in the draft this year, we need to pick up a big bruising running back.
No question. No question. Guys, I don't know what do we have in Kyle Williams, because I'm going to tell you one thing. That guy's on the field. It looks as fast as I've ever seen a human being. He
didn't play much last week, did he?
What's that?
He didn't play much last week.
He caught a long pass, Joe.
No, he did. He was in there.
He was
out.
on the field like half the plays.
He's the fifth receiver on the roster.
Yeah. And Russ,
that's what he is.
Purpose. I think that's on purpose. I don't think it's because of a lack of talent or anything.
I totally agree with you. They have four guys who are better than him.
Easing him into this stuff. You know what I mean? He's like
I think he's going to be good. He's like
a thoroughbred.
I think so.
They're bringing him along. They're putting him in slow races or whatever. Keep his confidence high, matriculating him through. I think he's got a nice future.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bust, but I think he's the fifth receiver on the team.
Yeah.
Who are you going to play him in front of? You're going to play him in front of Hollins?
Yeah.
No.
The other guys can make contested catches. We haven't seen Williams make a contested catch all year.
Well, I do
that's where we need to see the improvement.
I do like the threat of his speed is there.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the field. They have to respect his speed.
I'd like to see him
if they only have one safety over the top, go for it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him in some end arounds too. See hand it off to him and get him with some.
Yeah, Pop Douglas has not been effective all year.
That might be in his future, Scott. That might be in the bag of tricks down the line, I think.
You know what they haven't done? Remember Marcus Jones was doing that a couple of years ago, and he was very effective on that jet sweep.
Yeah. They did the oh my God, I'm just having a senior moment. They did where you pitch it, you hike it to the running back, the
direction out.
Yeah, direction out. They hadn't done that all year, and they did that one time. I forget how that it gained a few yards, right?
Yeah, and it was down in the red zone too. It gained 3 or 4 yards.
Was it to Henderson?
I think it was to Henderson.
It was to Jennings, wasn't it?
I thought it was to Henderson. I could be wrong.
Maybe it was, yeah.
But again, they have some depth in the offensive skill positions.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, I mean,
and we have enough. I think they have enough offensively to win a championship if that offensive line can figure out a way to create some holes for these running backs to get through. I think otherwise it's going to be very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it could be the difference between championship and not a championship.
Well, the more physical team always wins.
Sometimes you just have to get 2.5 yards.
But I have to be honest with you, fellas. This is going to be a frustrating season. I can't believe I'm saying this. If they don't win a Super Bowl, because they're who's a clear
you are greedy.
Who's a clear Super Bowl team? Who's a clear team that you say, oh my God, if they won the Super Bowl, well, they're really good, so I completely understand it.
The Rams.
The NFL is loving
the Rams and the Eagles. I can see.
Yeah,
the Eagles stink. They're terrible.
The Rams are the one team. To me, the Rams are the one team that I actually think they are a better team end to end than the Patriots. They've played tough teams, tough schedule all year. They have a quarterback who won a Super Bowl already. They've
Yeah.
got two really, really good receivers. They've got a coach who's proven he can win a Super Bowl. Like that's a Super Bowl team.
So, oh wow. So a rematch
That'd
from
be great.
2018, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we go for the sweep.
That would be fun. Well, right now, so
Oh,
the Rams are
one.
9-3 right now.
Yeah, but significantly harder schedule. Like, I mean, you've got to admit that
Are
that
we?
plays a factor.
Do we consider Chicago and Seattle, who are both at 9-3, legitimate contenders?
Not Chicago, maybe Seattle. Seattle's an unbelievable defense.
And of course, the AFC, which we're most concerned about. Does Denver scare you guys?
I wouldn't want to play a
Denver.
playoff game in Denver.
No, that's
Mile
not
High
done well at
Stadium's
all.
not where you want to be at the end of the
No.
year.
Not with
No,
a not with a suspect offensive line. And, May has not played in a lot of bad weather yet. We got to see how he does.
if we run the table, and I know Russell knows this, if we run the table, do we ultimately get the tiebreaker back from Denver, even if they do?
Uh,
Oh,
I
it
don't
depends on the
know.
conference record comes first then.
Yeah, and I think Denver would have a better conference record than us because our two losses were both in the conference.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Who
we
did we
need
lose
Denver.
to? I forget.
Pittsburgh
We
and
lost to
Vegas.
Vegas and Pittsburgh, yeah. Two
Okay.
terrible teams.
Well, that's why we thought at 1-2 that we were going to start looking at Tankathon. I mean, it just clearly because they were that bad. I mean, you lose to those bad teams, and
Hard to believe.
and then the fact is that the stats were not treating Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots very well either at 1-2. So I mean, I
But it's funny in the NFL, teams get better as the season goes on. The games you watch the first couple in the first quarter of the season, then when you watch the games in December and January, the quality of the game is just so much better towards the end of the year.
You know what's
Even
kind of
with
weird
all
though?
the injuries.
But some of these top teams like Kansas City, we're losing early, and you're just saying, okay, they're going to snap out of it. They're going to snap out of it. The Bills, they're going to snap out of it, and then they kind of just kept losing.
The Ravens 1-5 to start.
Yeah. All right, boys, we got to go to predictions. First of all, let's go back to the predictions from last week. I didn't hear anybody in our thread give me credit for winning, but
Wait.
let's just go over.
I believe I was the closest.
I don't think you were.
I kind of thought it was Tim.
When you take the total points really difference in the score.
Okay, do that.
All right, I'm going back to that. Here we go.
What was the final? 31-15?
What day did we make those predictions?
But
Okay, it was before the game here.
what was the final score? 31-15, was it?
I believe you are pretty close there, Scotty.
Wait, hold on, I'm going to check that. It was Bruins are winning 2-0, just so you know, over the Blues. They won't give it. Oh, fuck.
Why did they do
Okay,
that?
here we go. Here we go. Scotty was 31-21. Russ was 23-20. Joe was 25-17. And I was 27-13.
What was the final? I'm trying to find I'm trying to get the score of that game.
Okay, I see him right.
It was 33-15.
Okay, well, so who wins?
So I was 6 off on the Patriots, and I was 2 off on the Giants. So that's a total of 8, right?
Yeah.
Scott, you were 2 off on the Patriots and 6 off on the Jets. So you were 8-2. So we were tied there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Everybody,
We all
except
predicted
for,
the Patriots, and we were all right. That's the important.
everybody except for the professor was in the ballpark.
There you go.
Plus, I had the Patriots winning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't. I thought it was going to be a close game,
And
personally.
well, seeing that they don't have a game this weekend, do we want to make predictions for the Bills game, and then you can change it if you want?
The
No,
line
no,
on
let's
that
wait.
is the
We should
Patriots
wait.
favored by 1.5 points.
Let's wait till next
Okay,
week.
we'll wait. All right, all right. Well, they're going to go to the Boston Red Sox. Oh my God, I'm hearing so many juicy rumors right now.
Jaron Duran for everyone in the world.
It's funny that kid Cedric Mullins, who I liked a lot. I mean, I like a real lot. Um, he just signed a 1-year deal with the Rays. Did he fall
Yeah,
off that
for
much?
short money,
I don't understand
like
that
six,
because I
seven
don't know.
million.
Is he? Was he comparable to Duran going into last season or no?
He didn't. He had a very poor year last year. That's why.
Does that kind of lower the value of Duran when a guy like Mullins is
Well, Duran got about the same amount, 7 million, right?
no, but Joe, he left Mullins. Wasn't Mullins playing for the Orioles, and now he's playing for the Rays, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was weird. I think trade Duran as quickly as you can because before his market falls. I'm hearing Duran, Password, and oh wow, almost. I'm talking for the Cole Reagans. Um,
I'd like Cole Reagans more than Joe Ryan, to tell you the truth.
well, the lefty, yeah. Is that right? How? Yeah, but I think
He's a better pitcher than Joe Ryan.
but isn't he a
He
free agent
doesn't have
after
the.
one? Isn't he a free agent after one more year?
I think so. That's the only reason why Joe Ryan's more attractive.
Because you definitely would have to sign him, and he'd be less willing to sign for
Because Joe Ryan can't touch Reagan's ceiling at all.
Oh, is that right? Russell, what do you think?
I I mean Reagan seems to be I think he's more of a 1A very strong number two starter, whereas I think Ryan is like solid number two starter. I thought Alex Spear did a good job in the Globe today, just
Oh, yeah.
comparing Sonny Gray with Joe Ryan. And the numbers are very, very close. Gray is obviously older. So, there's probably more upside for Ryan, but the evaluators in that article today, they sort of landed on Gray's. If he's a number two, he's either a weak number two or a strong number three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fair.
And I just want to note for everybody to know this here that Gray has an option year coming up at 35 million. So seeing that the Red Sox are only paying 21 this year, if they could get a
I
solid
think they're only paying 10 this year.
for 21,
no, but
No,
didn't the other team
St.
pick up
Louis
half
pick
of
up
that?
the 21.
Yeah.
what's that? No, that he's getting 41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
41,
so
and they're splitting the
But
41.
it's a mutual option next year. And the point is that mutual options very, very rarely happen where both sides
Yeah.
agree to bring them back.
I didn't realize it was a
It's
mutual
a
option.
it's a mutual option. That's
Okay.
why ultimately this really comes down to he's getting 41 million for 1 year because he's going to probably opt out or get opted out.
But
So
it's
that's less than they paid Bueller last year, anyways.
Yeah.
Bueller
Oh, a
got
lot less,
23 and a half or something, right?
they had him 20 million for Bueller, and it's similar to what they're paying Gray. I mean, it's the kind of thing if he likes it here and stuff that you would probably
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
if you could try to assign him
Yeah.
to an extension during the season. But I look, you gave up very little. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he's a journeyman guy, and he's never going to turn out to be much. He's a spot starter type, and Brandon Clarkson lottery ticket.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
good deal.
Yeah.
I just don't I would love to see them bring in another like a starter who's slightly better than him.
Yeah.
That's what
But
the smoke is. The smoke is that.
yeah, that's what I would want.
The
Yeah.
kid from Toronto, maybe Cabrera from the Marlins.
Yeah.
They're talking. I see Seattle in the mix with all their pitching.
Okay, so if you trade for another pitcher, then you're spending all your money free agency on offense.
I would assume so. Yeah.
then you have plenty of dough to get if you want to re-sign Bregman and get Alonso. And would you guys? I mean, if you got Gray and another quality pitcher, Alonso and Bregman, I think that's
That's a
a big
grand
get for
slam.
us.
Yeah, that's a grand
that's
slam home run. I
another
don't.
good one.
My guess is that from all the what I've been reading, they're looking at Bregman or Alonso plus another offensive player, but not in their class. Is my
Second
guess.
baseman, you think?
Could be that second baseman,
Marte.
Polanco from Seattle.
Yeah.
But not a Bregman Alonso type. It would be the next. It would be the next tier down. Which I mean, I'm not totally opposed to if you actually go out and get that number 2 starter.
Right.
Right.
That gives
get
you
another
a
number.
1, 2, 3, 4 with Bayo being the 4.
Being 4.
That's a very nice rotation.
That's very nice.
Oh, and then you got Early and Toyle.
Oh, did you hear?
Crawford.
Early's put on like 30 pounds.
20.
Yeah.
Not 30. 20.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always,
I know you like the big butts on those guys.
Also
man after
leery
your
of
own
guys who
heart.
gain 20 pounds in a month in baseball. Yeah.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I remember going, I get out of those Cape Cod leagues, and you can, the Orleans Cardinals, you can stand out and almost stand next to those kids in the bullpen out there. You can't believe how big their legs and asses are.
Yeah.
These kids out of USC and LSU, these pitching prospects, a lot of like Early at 6'3" said he felt like a midget amongst, Toll and Crochet and
But doesn't this show you how important the number 1 starter is, especially when you lock up? I mean, everything else, he's the foundation of the whole pitching staff for the
everything
next
centered around him.
10 years
Yep.
is Crochet.
Yep.
And that's where Pedro is like that.
Well, you know what, Scotty?
Beckett.
What made it magic when we added Schilling with Pedro? That's what put
That's
us
exactly right, Timmy.
Yeah.
That was the key. They didn't stop at Pedro. They actually went out and got Schilling on top of him.
I remember how ecstatic I was when they landed Schilling.
Remember, that was a trade. That was a trade. That wasn't a signing.
Remember when Theo went out there on Thanksgiving or something and had dinner with something along those lines, and I knew, I knew at that moment, like we had a shot, we had a legitimate shot. We were as good as anybody that year.
Look, I mean, all of a sudden, Joe, you talk about that starting rotation. Oh, wow. And these guys are horses that you'd be bringing in.
Yeah, well, they still got a lot of work to do. The bullpen, they traded away all our lefties except for Chapman, right?
Well,
So you're gonna have to revamp that.
But bullpens are each year they have to do
they're
that.
schizophrenic. They're in and out, in and out. You never know what you're gonna get with those.
Just hoping that they come home with like another Crochet type of pitcher this year.
Oh,
well, that's kind of hard unless you trade for.
That's kind of hard,
No, we don't need another Crochet. You just need a solid second starter, a guy that's
like another one. I like a 1 to 1A.
That'd be great, but if you got it, but you also have to put your resources in other places. Okay, we're gonna go around the room here. You have to pick one, Alonso or Bregman. We'll start with Joe. Alonso or Bregman? You pick one.
Well, I'll take Alonso because I think they can fill the third base position with Maya if they needed to.
Russell?
I would say the same thing. I would take Alonso partially because I don't want to watch Tristan Casas play baseball anymore for the Red Sox.
No, well, maybe if we go to Worcester or Portland,
I wouldn't even. It's enough to make me not go.
Alonso has more power than Bregman.
Alonso stays healthy, right? He's a healthy.
Yeah.
My concern with Bregman is, if all goes as usual, he'll miss 35-40% of the season. Yeah. And he's not getting any younger.
Bregman and Alonso though at all.
Oh, I'd be great. Happy. That would be fantastic.
So wait, who do you want? You want Timmy? You want Alonso?
Alonso, just because I worry about Bregman's health. But
I want to watch.
he has like a lingering injury,
And,
right?
and we know who you want for sure.
I want Alonso so bad. I
Well,
just want to. I love guys that like Manny, who from the right side in Fenway Park, who look like they're going to hit a home run every time up. I mean
Bregman's injury is like a lingering injury, right?
it's been
No,
two out
it's
of the
just a
last 3
recurring one.
years, right, Joe? 2 out of the last 3 years he's had it, right?
2 out of the last 4, but it's a recurring injury, so can it be a
Yeah,
chronic thing?
I, I don't know about you guys. Do you have something that hurts on your body? You know,
Everything.
yeah, everything.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to keep hurting. It might not hurt as much, but those kind of
But this is an injury.
completely fixed. And then you put 181 games on that injury.
But this is an injury that puts him out for 2 months. This isn't something that's for a week. That both times he's been out for multiple months.
A third
Yeah.
to a half the year.
Yeah, and so and again, he was very good in the first half, which was actually normally he's a second half type of player, but once he got that injury, he was useless the rest of the season.
Do I want to put like that? That's what I'm wondering about. Like Boris, I don't know if this was his best decision.
I think he's thinking Detroit's going to come in there because they didn't.
They didn't last year, and now he's a year older and been injured more. I don't see
and injured again, Joe. Right?
I don't see where Boris keeps thinking he's gonna, hit the jackpot.
I think the Red Sox are playing this.
They played chicken with him right up to the spring training until he had to sign the Red Sox deal.
This year was supposed to say, "Hey, look, our guy can stay healthy and be a leader and play good." Well, a big part of that equation he did not live up to, staying healthy.
No,
and it was an old injury that kept him out. Right now he's a year older. Why? I didn't get that opt out. I really didn't.
Wait, did he have an opt out on the second year too?
Yes.
He went opt out every year, right?
So
Yeah.
why did he just? I don't play on with the 40 million.
Someone must have been talking to Boris behind the scenes.
Okay, so they are. It wasn't the Red Sox clearly because the Red Sox,
it wasn't the Red Sox, but it was someone else.
So why hasn't he already signed with a new team?
Good question. Maybe someone was playing Boris for a fool.
Yeah, because Boris has a lot of friends and a lot of enemies in Major League Baseball. You're absolutely right, Joe.
This will not be a good look for Boris at all.
Well, it's not a good look for Bregman because Bregman is the final say.
Bregman, Boris was set for life decades ago. Bregman's, fighting for his
No, he's doing very well.
He's done very well for himself, but still, Boris has made 10 times as much as him.
I don't know you guys' parents, but I know my father would have not allowed me to walk away from 80 more million guaranteed. I can tell you that. He would be like, "Are you crazy? Are you serious?" I mean, that was not a good move. I'm sorry. I think the Red Sox, I guess I'm asking the question, are the Red Sox and Breslow and Henry secretly happy that he opted out?
I don't know. It's a great question. Probably not. I think they would love to have had him for one more year as another year of a guy and acting as a bit of a bridge to see if Meyer's going to have to either come around. I mean, we can all agree it's kind of like if Meyer can't play in 120 games this year, we got a problem. Like there's
just in cases. I love him, but he might as well be riding in a cab with cases some Worcester.
Right. So I don't know. I think they probably would have liked for Bregman to opt in, knowing that he was going to probably opt out or they'd only have 2 more years. That was a pretty.
I think he's worth 30. I think he's worth 30 million as a player and 10 million for his presence in the locker room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, last year he was, Scotty. This was a rudderless team last year.
No, I agree with you. But
he was a rudder. He was a rudder in that clubhouse.
I mean, the key guy to last year, other than minus Crochet, obviously, the key guy that basically was Anthony. When he came, they were a terrible team. They were 5. games below 500.
Chapman helped a lot too. I
He
think.
was,
Right.
but Anthony, look,
Anthony was the
Anthony,
straw that stirred the drink, and
he
then
yeah, he
when he
energized the
went
whole
away,
team.
yeah.
I mean, they would have just been mulling around if Anthony had never come up. So I'm not completely sold on guys like Bregman and the whole locker room crap that I don't believe at all. I
Well,
don't.
I think Bregman might have helped Anthony last year. I think that was a young kind of youngish team last year with a lot of newer guys coming into the system. And I think Bregman was now. Will he, is that role needed as much next year? I don't think so.
Again,
You
we
know,
got rid of Devers. I
well,
mean,
Devers was not a good guy for
but he was
that.
an
Devin was the
extraordinary.
bad influence in the
But he was an
company.
extraordinary player. So you got rid of this guy. You cleared up lots of salary. So you need to spend money on quality players. And if you have the opportunity, not only Alonso, but if you have an opportunity to get Bichette, who's in his 20s, I think you have to go for that.
And Bichette's only like 27. I mean, he's not
Love
even.
to get him. Love to get him. You know?
I'd be fine if you ended up with Bichette instead of Bregman because you're going to sign him. You're going to sign him long
Similar
term,
money.
and he's younger, and he gets his damn bat on the ball just as much as Bregman does,
Yeah.
right? So, because to
I
me,
happily take that, Russ. Happily.
yeah, these guys either got to hit home runs or get their bat on the ball a lot.
Well,
I'm
they
tired of.
basically have Bregman's money and they have Devers' money.
That's exactly
Go
right.
go after Bichette, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Bichette is a solid career 8+ OPS,
Oh, yeah.
for a career, not
Yeah.
for just a year or two. Career.
If I told you we'd get
Career 300 hitter, too.
Sonny Gray. Oh, Jesus. Breaking news. Red Sox make a deal. A huge deal. The Red Sox acquire Johan Oviedo from Pirates in a 5-player deal.
Oviedo.
They gave away the password's brother, right? Isn't that the wait, no, is that the password or the password's brother?
I don't know.
Password begins with a J.
They both begin with a J. Jonathan and
Josh
John
Nixon or
Nixon.
something like.
It's Jonathan or Josh Nixon. Which one?
Justin Garcia.
So
Justinson.
oh, so they got
He's
rid of
the
the password.
password. That's the password.
Yeah. They got rid of, so for this right-handed pitcher Oviedo plus these 2 minor leaguers, they gave up Treviso
Pirates.
to the Pirates. Yeah, from the Pirates, and they gave up password and wow. So they must think this is the guy.
He's 2-1 last year with a 3.7. He's a sounds like he's a middle reliever from the stats.
Huh. And another left-handed pitcher and a catcher. This is an interesting move.
So here's his stats.
Getting,
Oviedo.
Third
I'm
string
sorry, guys.
catches
I
for the
thought this
last-
was a big deal when I saw the password was
He was
involved.
2-1 last year. He was 9-14, and looks like he missed 24 completely. He must have had Tommy John or something.
This is
9-14, 2-2, 2-1, 4-3, 0-5, 0-3 for St.
So
Louis.
the thing I'm reading here is 27-year-old Oviedo is 6'6" right-hander, has been a capable back-end starter since the Pirates acquired him at the 2022 deadline. He'd been a swingman for the Cardinals for a couple of seasons, but went into a full-time role for the Bucks. He started 32 games in 2023, but then he had Tommy John surgery that wiped out 2024.
Oh, 23, he pitched 177 innings
Yeah,
with an ERA of
4.31. Yeah.
well, that's
I
no.
like
Oviedo had a shot to return for the start of 25, but suffered a lat strain while building up. So he only came in. He played at the end of the season. He had 9 starts.
Huh. Are you guys surprised by this?
Doesn't seem like a world shaker.
I mean,
That's for
why
sure.
did we need a back end starter? I mean, they
Yeah.
must think that his upside is like 3 or 4. Could they trade Bayo now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he's got big. Does he have big time velocity? That seems to be
95 and a half
Breslin.
on his fastball. 95 and a
Yeah.
half.
That's
So,
Breslow
Why would they
seems
get
to
rid
like
of?
the
Why would they
98
get rid of the
pluses.
password? He was the Red Sox number 3 ranked prospect.
They got plenty of outfielders.
Huh. This is weird.
Maybe they scouted the
High-
Is
shit
there
out of
another
this
guy
guy.
down there that you like too?
High walk rate. It's not. He's not. He looks like a fourth or fifth starter to me. I don't know. I mean,
Or middle reliever type of guy.
hmm. Well, there's your password, Scotty. That's going to be a little bit disappointing for Scotty.
No, I don't. I'm interested.
I don't know. The password showed me nothing when he came up.
I know,
I think,
Joe.
guys,
I
I
was
think maybe it's the
so
catcher.
disappointed.
Not that he
No,
got
it's
much of a
not.
chance, but
It's not. It's definitely Josh Nixon.
that's the password.
He's the outfield prospect.
No. I think it's the catcher in the Pirates coming back.
Oh.
Maybe the guy.
The minor leaguers, Tyler Semiengo and Adonis.
And then they got
Guzman.
rid of Criswell too. What?
Oh,
Cooper Criswell.
Oh boy,
Garcia-
Scotty's
Cooper.
Scotty's
Garcia
having some issues.
Travieso. Who did you say they
Criswell,
lost?
Joe, you have to agree. Cooper you like
Criswell.
Criswell
Every
too.
time he pitched, he did a good job. I got to give him that.
He-
I just
he,
never trusted him.
he was better than Fitz.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Better than all of them except early of all those new
They
guys.
DFA'd him.
Yeah, they DFA'd him.
He's gonna get picked up. Oh yeah, absolutely. What the fuck?
That seems like a
wasn't
pretty.
Criswell
That seems like
a Rule 5 back 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah,
Not earth
a
shattering.
strange deal.
That is very strange. To give the password up, it sounds like for a bag of balls here.
What was
I'll
the-
tell
what
you,
was the-
when he was up, Tim, he showed nothing. He looked like
Joe,
he
I
didn't know
agree.
what he
I
was
agree.
doing.
I said, "What's all the hubbub about?" When I saw him,
But what was the the urgency to get rid of the password at this moment?
Okay, is this guy a lefty?
no.
No, the pitcher is no. Then there's another pitcher coming back. So we have two pitchers, Oviedo and oh God, see, they're gonna give me these names: Samanego, and then this Guzman. Can we just
Well,
have
there's
somebody
one you
named
know.
Jones?
Well, this is where you'd have to put faith into the Red Sox pitching scouts and say maybe they saw something nice in this guy that they think they can work with.
Oh, he's
know,
got
after-
a great slider or something.
After the Tommy John surgery, maybe they saw something. Sometimes that can change a guy.
Tommy John usually changes guys for the better, makes
Yeah.
them stronger.
This doesn't. I don't know. Again, I think that to me, you're right. I mean, I think there's some kind of a player evaluation thing that they think these guys are that this Oviedo has a lot of upside moving forward, right? And then they,
Seems like you just gave up a pretty good chip for not.
or
A lot.
maybe again, clearly maybe they've been shopping the password around and he hasn't had much value.
He's the Red
Yeah,
Sox
so they
number
tried to
three,
get rid of
number
him.
3 prospect.
Yeah, this is.
They
strange.
tried to dump him for Joe Ryan back at the deadline. Remember
So would you guys consider
him,
this?
Tolley, and someone else, or Arias, the top 3 prospects.
Yeah, I don't really
The team
understand
said
this
no.
deal, to be honest with you. I don't understand again. I say the urgency on this deal.
Unless they just found the market for like somebody said was just nothing for the password. Nothing.
Okay, so is this the next?
Well, maybe they're talking with the Pirates, and this is the setup for a bigger deal with the Pirates. They've been linked to the Pirates for a better starting pitcher than that.
Yeah, I mean, this one report was saying what Timmy was saying, that his underlying stats, you'll see what the Red Sox love about him, 98th percentile in extension, his fastball, slider, and curveball also produced better expected batting averages of 207 or lower. So it must be just like, hey, we can keep him healthy and maybe he can reach his upside. But like, let's put it this way. We just spent 10 minutes talking about how this offseason would be amazing if they got a better starter than Gray. This guy is not a better starter than Gray. This guy's a number 4, probably worse starter than Bayo. So you're like, okay, now they're going to try to sell us on this guy as the missing piece in the rotation.
No,
I don't know.
No, they
Not buying
can't
it.
possibly do that. So what?
I don't think
Yeah,
they're trying
that's
to,
plenty of
since
time.
they didn't give up anything for him.
So does
Well,
this
number 3 prospect is a little something, Joe.
have a feel like all of a sudden they got this guy and maybe Toil or earlier going out the door?
Who's Toil? Totally?
Totally, whatever his
Totally.
Toilet.
whatever his
That's
fucking
probably
name.
Fade and Brookline, Ruff.
Peyton.
It's a Brookline accent right there.
Yeah.
Peyton.
That's that Methuen accent.
Again, I'm not good with proper nouns. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody should just be named fucking Jonesy. That's all I need.
The world should be Sully's and
This
Fitzy's.
from an accomplished author. So, speaking of that, I'm at an AA meeting last night. This guy's getting his chip, and he has to call speakers from the crowd, So he looks out into the crowd and he says, "Hey, Sully, come up and speak." About 7 guys get up.
All right, we got to go to this. We got to Celtics and Bruins. Celtics are up big. Jordan Walsh is having a day already. Jordan Walsh, all of a sudden, I mean, he played fantastic last game. Also, this is the question: is there room enough on the team for Hugo and Walsh, or does one have to go?
No. There's
Not
plenty
right
of room
now.
for the 2 of them.
Not right now, but they'll get through this year, and then between Minot, Shireman, Walsh, and Hugo will stay. They'll only keep 3 of those 4, I would assume. But that's a long way to go. There's so much more ground to cover.
Speaking of the Celtics, do we see our boy back in January?
No.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's the rumor, right? That Tatum's coming back in January.
Yeah,
I
would
would
be
wait
surprised
that
in
out.
January, but February makes sense to me. Yeah.
But can this team, because it's a weak Eastern Conference, can this team go to the finals with Tatum?
Finals would be tough, but if
Yeah.
it depends on how good he is when is he coming back 90% or 80?
Yeah,
Right?
You know
he'll
what?
come
No,
back
no,
at 90% because you're never 100% when you come off the injury. At least the first couple of months off an injury, you never.
knowing Tatum, he's doing everything in his power to get ready now.
He seems to be, that's for sure.
I've heard a rumor that Simmons could go for Zubik.
Yeah, that's being talked about. Simons and some picks for Zubac, the center from the Clippers, who
Yeah.
he's an all-star level center.
Could we use one?
We could, although Keita's been quite good. The thing about it is like they have a limited amount of sort of equity they can deal for the next piece. So you basically are saying Zubac is your next piece. That
Well, how about
That's
financially?
what you're stuck with because you won't be able to do anything else.
you won't have much left in the bank at that point in time.
They go into the limit right there if they did that
Yeah.
financially.
Yeah,
Is he worth
financially
it?
and in terms of picks.
Now, how long is his contract for?
He's signed for a few years.
3 more years, I think, right?
Yeah.
I
He's signed
have to
that-
say, it's been nice watching Hugo and Jordan Walsh play the 5 in
I think we
these small
desperately need-
lineups.
we
They're actually in the plus minus when Jordan Walsh or Hugo is playing as the center in these small lineups. They're actually plus in the plus minus. They're not much. It's a little over, but they're holding their own in these real
Yeah,
small
but
lineups.
they will get pounded in the playoffs.
in the playoffs when they
OKC, anyone like that. I think we desperately need an all-star center. Desperately.
You could be right, Timmy.
Also,
Like
would you do that
the
deal?
Knicks and Cleveland will hurt us.
I would, if you think that you've got in these young guys who we just listed, Minot, Walsh, Shireman, and Hugo, guys who could play the wing in a playoff rotation, then I would say you do that deal. Yeah. Yeah.
But you're not going to give up your
With
number
the
one
heartbeat.
pick this
I do it in
year.
a heartbeat.
Pardon me?
You're not going to give up your number 1 pick this year, though.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
are.
you would have to,
Sure,
I
man.
think.
Look, you're giving up multiple number 1 picks for him.
Now, how do you match that? Would that to be Simons and
It would
someone else?
be
Wouldn't it be?
it would be Simons, and then the other thing I heard is Simons and picks, and then you'd have to take Zubac and Brooke Lopez back, and you'd either cut Lopez or send him off somewhere else,
You
something
don't
like
like
that.
Brooke Lopez?
He's
No,
washed, Timmy.
I
I
knew
mean,
Timmy was going to jump in.
oh, he looks like He looks like
Does he
Frankenstein
really?
up there.
'Cause I
Yeah,
Oh
saw him
yeah,
a couple of
he's
years ago. He
slower
was
than
pretty.
slow right
2
now.
years ago, he
yeah.
was very effective.
He
from
was
what I saw.
excellent 2 years ago. He's just done. I think he's washed.
He's a large body man. He is a big
Oh,
boy.
and he had a sweet stroke from three too when you left him
Like the
alone.
tallest guy in the court whenever he was out there.
He's had a long career.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
both Lopez's did.
Yeah, they get paid very handsomely. All right, we're gonna go to the
Good player.
Bruins. The Bruins,
Fun little team, Scotty. They're a fun little team.
they are a fun little team. They acquired that trading deadline is going to treat them very well, I think, or already has. And
Well, that Toronto deal, getting rid of Carlo it looks like they really made out.
you're going to get a lottery pick off out of that. Though it's protected. I just wanted you guys to know
Yeah.
it's protected 1 to 5.
Top five.
Yeah. So it's one of these things. If they're in the lottery, you don't want them to win it. Toronto wants them to win it. But if the Bruins, looks like the Bruins aren't going to make the playoffs. It just every time I look at Tankathon, they're around 10 and stuff. It's just very hard to move. We say playoff positions in the at a certain point during the season. But if the Bruins were able to get 2 top 10 picks with the young players that they have, the future is bright.
If they pick well.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Remember when they had 3 number ones in a row there?
Yeah, Toronto's desperately looking to trade Carlo right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want that first round pick back. No, I think he did a lot of good. Actually, Sweeney did a really good job at the deadline. He maximized a lot, and I think that there are some guys on that team that at the deadline will be traded probably, and hopefully with some salary dumps, right?
Yeah,
the Bruins?
maybe.
Yeah, they got a few guys that they with some big deals that they probably want to get rid of, right? The defensemen.
Bruins?
The Lindholms.
Timmy, how about
That Russian's playing pretty good right now. I'll tell you that.
How about Morgan Geekie being the top 1 or 2 scorer in the NHL?
That's unbelievable.
Doesn't make any damn sense.
And he's on the second line too. He's not even
great
first
shot
line.
though. Something happened with his shot. I don't know if he changed the way he was shooting or whatever, but he's finding that the Bruins ahead 3-1 now. He's finding the back of the net. Maybe he just found that touch. I've always said goal scorers, man, there's just a knack. Maybe he just found that. You look at real goal scorers, and probably a third of their goals are through the 5-hole. Like me, I never went 5-hole in my life. I was a guy they wouldn't allow like 5 feet in from the blue line. Those goal scorers, you look at Marshy and Pasta, like 5-hole all the time on breakaways, whatever they get, Maybe Geekie's just found that little touch. Slow down a little bit. Look for your spots,
Well, they signed him to a big extension.
Though. It is crazy.
They signed him to a big extension, Timmy. So they obviously had a feeling that this guy would break out.
Yeah, they see stuff in practice, that wasn't getting translated into games before. Maybe translating what he was doing in practice into games finally.
I heard some people calling it the best
said he was great.
in the AHL.
They always said that he was a better practice player than he was a game player. Like they wouldn't see in the games what they saw in practice.
Yeah.
And maybe he's found the magic recipe now. I don't know.
Could this be
How long do you think Pasternak's going to be out now? They're not saying nothing about him. They finally said he had a lower body injury, but they're not talking.
Well, look, and the final question of the night, could this be the team that, similar to the Patriots, are contending next year?
They just have to draft well. I mean, if they did they draft the kid Hagen? Is he a player? Like
he's tearing it up, and the other kid they got at BC is starting to put the real well in that too.
Yeah.
The big kid, that like 6'8" kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been in the AH. He should have been in the USHL last year. He shouldn't have even been on BC last year.
Yeah. looks like things are starting to come up roses for the Bruins. And wow, this could have been. And looks like the coach.
Wait. This is saying, Russell, that the Pathway was the Sox number eight prospect.
It depends on one service had him listed as the third one, but yeah, I mean he could be.
Yeah, there's
Could
so
be
many.
lower.
There's Baseball America, Baseball Prospectus. There's a whole mess of them.
Look, I think that the future clearly with the password was on another team. I just wonder, if that was the right deal for it. But it sounds like they like this pitcher and they like the catcher.
So they've been doing a pretty good job developing their pitchers lately.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Also,
like
they're
Russ
so
said,
weak in catcher. They're so weak in the depth in the catcher position in the whole system.
Well, that's why they keep trading for a catcher every other week.
Yes.
You
They
Yeah,
have
this
nothing.
this
Any
catcher tonight
he
was
can
a
find.
this kid tonight was a fifth round pick. So we're not talking about,
Top of the line. Yeah.
top of the
Well, you
line.
just traded a fifth round pick for Gray too, so who knows? Well, that's our show for tonight. Want to thank the fellas. Please check us out on our website at thegrandstanders.com and tune in again next Thursday night at 7 o'clock for another edition of Grandstanders Live. I'm your host, Scott Kerman. Have a great and happy night.